up guys, welcome back to the channel, Real Dirty Reviews. Today we have the Ruger LC Charger, chambered in 5.7 by 28. All right, essentially this platform feels like a handgun. So if you're comfortable working, your reloads, all your fire controls are pretty similar to a handgun, right? All right, so you have an ambi safety. Obviously we're safe, clear, and empty. Got safety on both sides. Here you have your mag release. So this is a non-reciprocating charging handle. So obviously once you're good to go, once you start shooting, you don't have to worry about this thing striking your hand. All right, this has a 10.3-inch barrel. It's threaded, 1/2 by 28, so you can run your suppressor. I brought a dead air can out here. There are 22 masks. So we're gonna shoot a group and then I'll put the suppressor on there and shoot suppress moving forward. This is obviously a pistol. You have a SB brace. I like how they put the QD points here. I had to put the QD adapter up front. However, that's no big deal. All right, 5.7 is one of those rounds where you're either into it or you're not. From my understanding, it was designed to be a low recoil, lightweight PDW round. I know in the military aspect of it, it would shoot fast enough to penetrate body armor. We don't have any of those rounds out here today. So the whole concept of the PDW for me is the guns they're lightweight, they're compact, they're efficient, and they're accurate. All right, I have a small target, 25 yards. So let's put some rounds through it. Let's shoot a group without the suppressor on there, see how tight of a group we can get, and then put the suppressor on and see if there's any shift. This one I pulled, and the minute I pulled the trigger, I knew I pulled it right away. I'm gonna go and put another 4 or 5 rounds through it and see if I can just tighten this up a little bit. That one was, I think, my first shot when I was trying to get comfortable. And then these are the following 3, I don't know, I'll take it. And I'm not really sure what the level of accuracy people expect out of the 5.7 round. But from just a self-defense standpoint, this is accurate enough for me. So let's put a suppressor on there, change the target, and see if we have any shift. All right, we got the dead air mask, and we're gonna shoot another group and see if there's any change with the suppressor on there. All right, so we have our first malfunction. Drop the mag. I'm not sure what happened there. Just didn't feed the round. All right, so suppress, dead air 22 off the barrel. I pulled that one, obviously. The minute I pulled the trigger, I felt the pull. And here we have a pretty consistent grouping here. So, I don't know, inch and a quarter. Is it the highest standard of accuracy? Probably not, but I also don't know, outside of this platform, I don't know if there's any other 5.7 chambered pistols or rifles or whatever, and what their standards of accuracy are. But I mean, for me, this is 100% acceptable based on the intended purpose of why I would even carry this gun. So when I ordered my ammo, it wasn't packaged properly, and when the box landed, the boxes were broken open and all the ammo was just in the bottom of the box. So there's a mixture of hollow points and full metal jackets in here, both FN brand. So if you see me loading out of my daughter's sandwich bags, now you know why. All right, cool. So we have some accuracy standards. I had that one failure to feed malfunction. When I got the gun brand new out of the box, I didn't oil it or anything like that. I just came straight out to the range, zeroed it. So I would say right now we're probably 50, 60 rounds into the gun so far. So now we're just gonna run a bunch of rounds through it. And I will say that the trigger is not my favorite. It's got a long travel. Obviously with some time behind it, you could probably finesse it and time your trigger a little bit better. But so let's run some rounds through it and see what happens. We have another failure to feed malfunction. I might have to put some oil in it. I don't know, I guess it's something to highlight just based on the design. That's very hot. Because this mimics, I would imagine, like a pistol frame. If you're comfortable working handgun outside of this safety, which could mimic, you know, a 2011 or a 1911 safety, which is obviously ambi. This mag release is very simple, just push it down. But if you're comfortable working handguns, right, reloads, manipulations, or malfunctions, and this is kind of where your workspace is, the gun is light enough to, oof, it's sandy in there, to bring it in, but also all these controls are very similar. The slide release, which that's what you call it on a pistol, or the bolt release here, it's all comfortable. So let's keep running some rounds through it and see what happens now that we got that disgusting sandy mag inside. All right, so we just dropped it for cinematic appeal because people like when you in the dirt, but also, you know, see if when we dropped it, it kind of jarred anything inside the gun. So let's run another 2 or 3 mags through it and call it a day. There's always that first round, man. Ah! I'm dying!
Yeah, it's always the first round.
Ooh! Oh my God, look at that. Final thoughts, Ruger 5.7 LC charger. Obviously, we set accuracy standards for ourselves, pretty accurate. Shooting 10, 12 yards, going back and forth, and we're pretty consistent. Dropped it to be a jerk, and it ran. There's something going on with the first round not coming out, not being ejected. Outside of that, things that I like about the gun, it's quiet. I don't have a lot of 5.7 ammo, but I can see the allure of it. It's accurate. I'm a huge fan of the fire controls. I like how familiar they are, but also that you have the charging handle that is ambi, so you can run this handle on both sides. It's non-reciprocating, obviously, so you can grab the gun anywhere up front and not worry about the charging handle tearing your hand up. The trigger is a little mushy. However, you know, putting a couple rounds through it, I was able to kind of figure it out and, you know, have a good time. Overall, once I identify the malfunction situation, which I kind of want to attribute to dirt and oil, it's a fun gun, it's accurate. This thing can go in a backpack, whether you have a can in it or not. It wasn't overly gassed, and, you know, if this is something that you're looking for, it's probably a good buy. Was that like too sloppy? Was that like a lot of run on? Help me, Allah! Ah! All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Checking out this Ruger 5.7 with me. I'd love to stay and hang out and chat some more. However, Applebee's is calling me, and so is your mother.
Talk about a river of ejaculate.
So go ahead and subscribe, and much more content coming down the road. Be safe.
It'd be a great time to go to commercial break.
Help me, Oprah!